Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start with PHP, our last unit. PHP is a open source interpreted object-oriented scripting language that can be executed at the server side. So basically, there are two types of scripting language. First one is the client-side scripting language, and second one is the server-side scripting language. The code which reside on server and the server is responsible to execute the code is known as the server side scripting, and in client side scripting the client machine is responsible to execute the code. So PHP is the server side scripting language. PHP is well suited for the web development, therefore it is used to develop the web application and application that execute on the server and generates the dynamic pages. So in website there are two types of website. First one is the static website and dynamic website. The static website we can develop using HTML, and for dynamic website we need server side scripting language, and PHP is very popular for it. PHP was created or developed by the Rasmus Ledford in 1994, but appeared in market in 1995. The latest version is 7.40. The PHP stands for Hypertext Preprocessor. PHP is the interpreted language, that is there is no need to compilation. So we know the difference between compilation and interpreted. In compilation, first we compile the program and then it execute. In interpreted, the program is directly executed. In compilation the whole program get compiles, and interpreted it check line by line. PHP is the faster than other scripting language, for example ASP. So PHP is faster than other scripting language like ASP and JSP. It's a server side scripting language which is used to manage the dynamic content of the website that we already discussed. PHP can be embedded into HTML. So this is the one of the major advantage of PHP, that can be embedded in HTML. Where we want to start our PHP code, we can start by starting the PHP tag, okay, in HTML. So PHP is an object oriented language. It supports the object oriented features like class, object, then polymorphism, inheritance, okay, encapsulation, abstraction. All these features are supported by PHP. PHP is an open source scripting language. We know about open source. That means we can read its source code and we can modify it. It's easily available for us. PHP is a simple and easy learning language. So these are some important features of PHP programming. Let's comes to next point. Why we use PHP? Okay, PHP is a scripting server-side scripting language which is used to design the dynamic web page application with MySQL database. So it supports the MySQL database. The default database comes with PHP is MySQL. Using that we can create the database, update, delete, and all these operation we can perform. Then it handles the dynamic contents database as well as the session tracking the website. So it gives all the features that required to develop a dynamic website. You can create the sessions in PHP. So to store our data we use sessions, and session is a server side state management. So the session files are reside on a server. It can access cookies variable and also set the cookies. So it also support the state management cookie. It helps to encrypt the data and apply the validation. Okay. Then PHP support the several protocols: HTTP, POP3, and SNMP, LDAP. IMPM, and many more. Using PHP language, you can control user access some pages of your website. As PHP is easy to install and set up, this is the main reason why PHP is the best language to learn. So it is very easy to install and easy to use. PHP can handle the forms such as the collect the data from users using form save in database and return the. So all the functions that required to develop the website it supports. So it's very popular. So we use PHP. The important features of the PHP are open source, embedded, control, loosely typable, security, help PHP community, web server support, error reporting, database support, platform independent, and familiarity with syntax and performance. These are all the features of PHP. Let's see one by one. Performance: PHP script is executed much faster than those scripts which are written in other languages such as JSP and ASP. PHP uses its own memory, so the server workloading time is automatically reduced, which results the faster processing speed and better performance. So PHP's performance is always better than JSP and ASP. So right now there are very few developers that are using JSP and ASP. Most of the developers prefer PHP as it has such features. Then next one is the open source. We have already discussed about it that its source code is available on our on PHP website. We can easily access it, and source code is available free of cost. We can develop the new version of PHP according to our requirement without paying any cost. So we can modify the language, we can change PHP source code as per our requirement, and we can use that version. Familiarity with syntax. So syntax are very easy to understand, and we can do the coding easily. Next, embedded. PHP can easily embedded within the HTML tags and scripts. So we can embed the PHP code where we want by starting the PHP tag only. The platform independent, it supports the different operating systems like Windows, Mac, Linux, and Unix operating system. The next one is the database support. It supports the different databases like MySQL, SQLite, ODBC, Access. Error reporting, it handles the error by using the different error variables or like e underscore error, e underscore warning, e strict, and e parse. Loosely typed language. PHP allows to use the variable without declaring its data type. It's well it will be taken automatically at all the time of execution based on the type of data and contents on its value. It means in C or in C++, Java, we need to first declare the variable, right? And after that we can use it. For example, integer a, and after that we assign some value to it like a is equal to 10. Okay, and in PHP it's a loosely coupled. That means if we can directly write $a is equal to 10, it's no need to declare it, and whatever the value we assign to the variable, it accept it, and it consider its data type. That means if I write $a is equal to 10, then it consider its data type as an integer. If I write $a is equal to 10.5, it considers its data type is float. If I declare $a is equal to in double quote ABC, it will consider its data type as a string. So whatever the value we assign, it take it as a data type. Okay. So there is no need to declare the variable before it use. So it's a loosely type language. Next one is the web server support. It support the web server like IIS, Netscape, Apache. It is compatible with this web server. Security PHP is a secure language. To develop the website, it consists the multiple layers of security to prevent the threats and malicious attack. So it prevents from the different malicious attacks. Control. Different programming language requires long script or the code, whereas the PHP can do the same work for the few lines code. For your information, I would like to tell you that if we write the if we want to print hello world in Java, it takes 4 to 5 lines. If it is in C, same thing happen, it will take 4 to 5 lines. But if we want to write same uh, output, that is hello world on the screen, we just need to write one line, single line in PHP. So there is it's very easy to write, and in minimum code we can do our functionality. Next point is a helpful PHP community. So there is a PHP community. If we find any difficulty, we can contact them. There are number of tutorials are available. Using that, we can get introduced to PHP. So our web development, PHP is widely used in a web development. It supports the technology like Ajax, jQuery, XML, JSON, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So all these things it supports. Our next point is install PHP. To install PHP, we have to install the server on our system. So we can install WAMP, LAMP for Linux, WAMP for Windows, XAMPP for Windows, then FAMP for FreeBSD, SAMP for Solaris, MAMP for Mac. Okay, so these are the different server are available for us. We can install it. So these are some links are available. Using that, you can install PHP on your system. So if you want to use XAMPP, just click on this line, select the appropriate drive, and click on next. Same for the other server also. So this is the simple program to print hello first PHP word. So these are the common part that we declare in HTML. So here we start with the HTML, then body tag, and here we start with the PHP. PHP start like this. So it can be embedded in a HTML by using this tag $PHP. Here I write the PHP code. Echo is used to print on a screen. So echo, and here I use HTML in double quote h2 hello first PHP h2 tag close, and then double quote close and semicolon. Here it ends with semicolon. After that we close the PHP tag, body tag close, and HTML code. Here we get the output hello first PHP. Okay, next one is the how to run the PHP program. So first we install the XAMPP on our machine. After that we start the XAMPP server. We write our PHP code in Notepad or Notepad Plus, and we execute our code on browser. In next lecture, we will take its demo. Just memorize these steps. Next one is the PHP is the case sensitive. It differentiate between the capital and small letter. So here is an example. Here we write echo to print on a screen. Echo hello world using echo hello world using echo, and echo hello world using echo. So it will print like this. Okay, Here we find the difference between uh, small letter and capital letter. Here we define the variable. In PHP, we define the variable using dollar sign. Dollar color is equal to black. My car is dollar color. So here it does not match. Then my dog is dollar color. Here it's match. And next, my phone is dollar color. Here it also does not match. So whenever we run the program, it first shows the notice that dollar color is not defined. Here also we get the notice dollar color is not defined, but it print my car is blank because it does not get the value of dollar color. My dog is, here it get the values of color, that is black, so it will print my dog is black. And after that it gives the notice that dollar color is not defined, that is undefined variable color, and it will print my phone is blank. Okay, next one is the echo. We have seen that echo is used to print the statement, same like system.out.println that we use in Java, or in C we use printf. So like that we use echo statement, echo, and in parenthesis we write the string, whatever string we want to print. Echo is the statement which is used to display the output. Echo can be used without the parenthesis, so we can simply give the double colon, echo and double colon, and in that we write the string. It also accepted and it will print. Echo does not return any value. We can pass the multiple strings separated by the comma in echo, so we can use comma and pass the string to the echo. Echo is faster than the print statement. So this is the example of echo. Here we want to print hello by PHP echo, and we get the output. Next one is the multi-line. So here we start with echo. In first line I print hello by PHP echo, and next line this is multi-line. Third line text printed by PHP echo statement. So here we get the output on the same line. PHP echo printing, and if we want to print on a next, or giving some space, or use the escape characters, we can use that hello escape slash sequence slash characters. So in double quote we can use this double quote, so for that we use slash, so here we get the double quote. Okay, then we can print the value using echo. Here dollar message, we assign the string hello PHP, and after that we echo message is dollar message, we get output message is hello PHP. So there is a one more way to print on output screen is print statement. Print is also like echo, but it print is a construct, language construct, so you do not need to use parenthesis with argument list. Print statement can be used with or without parenthesis, so we can, it's same like a echo, we can pass the parenthesis or without using parenthesis. Okay. Example, integer print string and argument. Print statement is used to alternative to the echo as many times to display the output. Print can be used with or without parenthesis. Print always return an integer value which is 1. Print we cannot pass the multiple argument, and print is lower than echo. So this is the example to print. So print hello PHP print or hello PHP print. So here we are not using parenthesis, here we use parenthesis. And same example, PHP print to print the multi-line string. Here is an example. And with escape character and print the value. Same example we can use using print statement. So next point is difference between echo and print. Echo is a statement which is used to display the output. Echo can be used with or without parentheses. Echo does not return any value when past the multiple separated by comma, and echo is faster than print. Print is also the statement used to alternate echo. Print can be used with or without parentheses. It's the same. Print always return an integer value, which is 1, and echo does not return the value. Next one, using print we cannot pass the multiple arguments. Okay, and print is slower than echo. So these are some difference between echo and print. Our next point is variable. The rules for variable is same as other languages, that we can define the variable name with using dollar sign, and we can assign is the value. And rules for defining the variables are, it starts with dollar. We can use any alphanumeric character between a to 0 and numbers also, and the special character it allows, that is underscore. So PHP is the a variable must start with a letter or underscore. So we cannot start variable with number. PHP variable name cannot contain space, so it does not allow space. One thing to be kept in the mind, that the variable cannot start with the number. Okay. And next one is the PHP is the case sensitive. So dollar name and dollar capital name with both will be treated as the different variable. Okay. So these are some rule. These are some basic rule for defining the variable. And here we have the example. Dollar str hello string dollar x 200 dollar y 454.6. So here dollar string dollar str is a string variable, dollar x is an integer variable, dollar y is float variable, and here we print the value. Sum up, if we want to sum up two variables, then we define dollar x is equal to 5, y is equal to 6, and we do the addition, and after that we print the value. Okay. Variable scope, three types of scope for the variable. First one is the local, second one is the global, and third one is the static. Local variable scope is for the particular function only. So here we define dollar num is equal to 45 in under the function, so its scope is local. If we try to access it outside the function, it will not print the value of dollar num. Okay. So it's a simple example. Here we write the function and we call the function. Whenever we call it, at that time it will print local variable declared inside the function is 45. And here another example of local variable function my text dollar language is equal to PHP echo web development language dot for concatenation. So in other language we use plus comma, here we use dot dollar lang, and we call it my test. After that it will give, and if we print outside the function, it gives us notice undefined variable lang, because its scope is limited to the particular function only. Then second one is the global variable. Global variable we declare outside the function, and its scope is remain outside the function. So here I define the dollar name is equal to Sachin Tendulkar function global variable. In that we write global dollar name echo the variable inside the function dollar name and echo, and outside we call the function, and after that we print echo using echo statement variable outside the function dollar name. So here it, when we call it, it will print the dollar name with Sachin Tendulkar, and outside the function it also print the value of dollar name. Okay. Next one is the static variable. It's a feature of PHP to delete the variable after we finish its use and memory get free, but sometimes we need to store the variable after the complete the function execution. Therefore, for that variable we define it as a static. Okay, so if we want to use that variable after the function execution, then we define it as a static. Here it is an example: static num1 is equal to 3, static num2 is equal to 6, dollar num plus plus. So this is the static variable num1 and this is the non-static variable. We increase the value by using plus plus operator. After that we increase the non-static variables value using plus plus operator or increment operator, and echo static dollar num1 and equals non-static dollar num2. We call the function, and first function call static and second function call. So in static, first its value increased by 1, it becomes 4, and non-static its value becomes 7, and after again we call that function, its value is increased and become 5, but non-static variable it again 6 and it will increase to 7. So this is the difference between static and non-static variable. If it is defined static and after that we call, its value remains same. Okay, it permanently store as a variable. Constant and variable. Okay, next point is PHP constant. Constant is opposite to variable. In variable the value can be changed. In variable the value changes, it changes, and in constant it's fixed. We can define the constant using define function and const keyword. So first let's see with using define. So define name and value. Okay, its syntax is name and value, it's case insensitive. So here we define the constant using define keyword, and here we first give the key and second is the value. So whenever we use echo message, it will print hello PHP. Okay, and using constant we use simple const message is equal to hello constant by PHP, and if we print it using echo statement, it will give us output hello constant PHP. And one more thing, that we can use constant function. So here is an example: define message PHP. So this is key and this is value. Echo message, it will print PHP, and echo constant message, so it is also print value of message, that is PHP. Difference between constant and variable. So constant, once the constant is defined, it can never be redefined. Variable can be redefined easily. A constant defined using define and constant keyword. A variable can be defined simply by assignment operator. There is no need of dollar sign before constant. Variable required dollar sign. Constant do not follow any variable scope rules, but variable follows the variable scope rule, that is local and global. Constants are the variable whose value cannot be changed in the program, and value can be changed in variable. By default the constant is global and variables are local and global and static. So here we end with our session. Today we are discussed with introduction to PHP, some features of PHP, and variables in PHP. Okay, here we end with our session. In next lecture we are going to see data types that we use in PHP. Okay, and operators in PHP. Okay, here we end with the session. If you have any doubt, then you can contact me. Thanks for watching.